Hi, and welcome to our broadcast training video. This video will show you how to manage your voice broadcasting account. At any time during the video, you can click on one of the sections above to skip directly to that section. We highly recommend you watch the entire video because there may be some functions or features about the system that you don't know about but can definitely benefit from. The video is going to be divided up into 6 sections which are shown at the top. The first section, logging into the system. The second section, call scheduling and starting, which includes turning your account on or off, changing the schedule on your account, or setting a future start date on your account. We're also going to discuss the calling speed and parameters section, which includes how to speed up or slow down your calling speed, and what factors affect your responses. The simultaneous call limit and how it's going to regulate your calling speed automatically for you. How to change the phone number that we transfer your calls to, as well as how to change the caller ID on your outgoing calls. We're also going to cover the reporting and monitoring menu, which includes how to run reports and what information is contained in these reports and how it's going to help you. How to listen to your recorded calls and check on your employees. How to change the email address where we send your transfer notices to, and how to log into the call notification system, which will give you pop-up information on every phone call that you receive. Lastly, in this section, we're going to cover how to download your call records and see exactly what happened on every phone call that's gone out. Fifth, we're going to cover the database changes section, which includes how to put phone numbers on our do not call list, how to upload your own list of phone numbers to call, how to redial phone numbers that you've already called, and how to change between databases by moving the database offline and then later putting it back online. In our 6th and final section, we're going to discuss the recordings and how to upload your own recording or how to listen to the current recordings on your account. Logging onto the system is easy. Simply enter your account number, your passcode, and then click on the login button. Once you're logged in, you'll have complete control over every aspect of your campaign in real time, directly through the website. If you have more than one account, you can have your account manager create a multiple account login, where you can manage all of your accounts at the same time. Now we'll cover the 5 menu options and how to manage your campaign from the website directly. Once you're logged in, you have several menu options. Let's take a look at the call scheduling and starting menu. The call scheduling and starting menu allows you to control if and when your calls are running. You can turn your campaign on or off at any time through the enable or disable buttons. Click on the enable campaign button to turn your campaign on, or the disable campaign button to turn your campaign off. When your campaign is enabled, your calls will only start if you're within your scheduled hours. To check your scheduled hours, just click on the Change Schedule button. This will show you what hours your campaign is allowed to run. If you'd like your calls to start and stop automatically, you can just checkmark the hours you'd like your campaign to run and leave the campaign enabled. The system will automatically start your calls and stop them on its own, according to the schedule you've set. If you'd like to run your calls on a schedule that you set sometime in the future, you can even set a future start date on your campaign and then enable your campaign. Your calls will automatically start on the date that you chose and run on the schedule that you've set. Just remember, your calls will only run when your campaign is enabled and the correct hours are checked. The calling speed and parameters menu allows you to manage your calls as they're going out. The change dialing speed item allows you to control exactly how fast or how slow your calls are being dialed. If you're not receiving enough phone calls, you might want to consider speeding things up. Or if you're getting too many phone calls, you might want to slow things down. The simultaneous call limit is one of our most useful features. Because our system is recording all your phone calls, we'll know how many phone calls are in progress with your office at any point in time. You can control how many phone calls our system sends out to you at any point in time. For example, if you have 3 people in your office, you'll want to set the simultaneous call limit to 3. Once all 3 people are on the phone, the system will stop dialing until someone hangs up. If you're the only person taking phone calls, you'd want to set the simultaneous call limit to 1. When you're on the phone with one person, the system will stop dialing. The change transfer to number is pretty straightforward. You can change the phone number where we transfer your calls to at any time through this menu option. The Change Outgoing Caller ID menu item allows you to change the 10-digit phone number that's displayed in the caller ID of the person who receives your phone call. Just like all the other features on the website, any changes that you make are effective immediately. The Reporting and Monitoring menu gives you a lot greater insight into exactly what's going on with your phone calls, your employees, and assists you in tracking your incoming callers. This is by far the most useful section of our website. The most important insight about your campaign can be gained from the Run Reports menu. Here you can run a report that'll give you a lot of important information about your broadcast. Let's run a report and review the results. Alright, from this report we can see that we called 34,499 phone numbers, and we've reached almost 8,000 live people, 116 of which pressed the number 1 to be connected to a representative. Over 500 asked to be taken off the list by pressing number 2. And we also reached over 11,000 answering machines. Further down the report, we can see exactly what the response rate was by day of the week and by hour of the day. From this report, we can see that Friday is our most responsive day, and the hours of 12 to 1 p.m. is our most responsive hour. Even further down the report, we can see exactly what were the times and dates of the phone calls that we received, the phone numbers that were dialed, as well as how long we spoke to each caller. If you'd like to find out who you spoke to, you can click on the actual phone number. Alright, let's go back to the Reporting and Monitoring menu and see what more information we have to offer. From here, we can also listen to all the phone calls that were transferred to your office. Let's click on the Get List of Calls button. All the phone calls that were transferred to you will be shown here and can be played by clicking on the Listen to the Call link found on the right side of each phone number. Let's go back to the Reporting and Monitoring menu. Every time we transfer a call to you, we can automatically send you an email with the name, address, and phone number of the person you called. This email is great for follow-up calls or to send out mailers after your campaign. You can change the email address we send these notices to at any time using the Email for Transfer Notices menu item. If you're connected to the internet while your calls are going out, you may want to use the call notification system. This system will display a pop-up window with the name, address, and phone number of the caller the instant that your phone begins to ring. You'll know who you're talking to before they even introduce themselves. Just click on the link to open the window. The Download Call Records menu allows you to download in Excel format each and every phone call that was placed, what time it was placed, and what happened on the call. You'll know if we reached an answering machine, a busy signal, a disconnected number, or anything else. This is a great feature to help clean up your own lists. The Database Changes menu allows you a lot of flexibility in managing your dialing databases, managing multiple lists, redialing phone numbers, and even entering a phone number into our Do Not Call list. The Add Phone Number to the Do Not Call list lets you specify a phone number we should never call again. All future campaigns for any account, for any customer, will be able to clean their database against this list. Just simply enter the phone number and click on the button. The Upload Your Own List to Call feature is another one of our most used features. You can send us your own list directly through our website. Just make sure to check or uncheck the appropriate selections. You have the option of cleaning your list against the National Do Not Call list, removing duplicates, and cleaning the list against our own internal Do Not Call list. After you make your choices, you need to decide if you'd like to add the phone numbers to the beginning of the current list, the end of the current list, or just throw away your existing list and replace it with the one you're sending us. Once you've made your selections, just find the file on your computer by clicking on the Browse button, and then click on the Upload button to actually send it to us. If you ever need to redial the phone numbers you've already called, this can be done very easily by using our Redial Phone Numbers menu. Just select the date range that you had placed your calls in, decide which type of calls to exclude, and hit the Redial button. The phone numbers that are selected will be placed into your account, and you can begin dialing as soon as it's ready. Changing between databases can be done very easily using the Move Current Database Offline menu and Restore Offline Database menu. These two menus work together to allow you to switch between databases. Using the Move Current Database Offline button, you can give your current database a name and move it offline to be used later. If you'd like to come back to this database at a later date, just click on the Restore Offline Database menu item, select the database, and then click the Restore button. Our recording options menu is pretty self-explanatory. If you'd like to upload a new recording to your account, just click on the Upload New Recording button. Select which recording you're uploading, find the file on your computer, and click on the Upload button. Our system currently accepts the two most widely used recording formats, WAV format as well as MP3 format. If you'd like to hear any of the recordings currently in your account, you can just click on the Listen to Current Recordings menu item. Select which recording you'd like to listen to and click on the Listen button. Thanks for watching our broadcast training video. If you have any additional questions, I'm sure your account manager would be glad to assist you.